Are you looking at the Axcelis Technologies tokenized stock on Ondo, ticker ACLSon, and wondering why it is flashing heavy sell signals on a long-term falling trend, while a small group of defiant traders insist it is completely undervalued at $173? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving deep into ACLSon, currently sitting flat at around $173.28 with 0% movement over the last 24 hours. This asset is incredibly unique because it represents a tokenized version of Axcelis Technologies equity brought onto the blockchain via Ondo Finance. Axcelis Technologies is a massive player in the semiconductor industry, specializing in ion implantation systems that are crucial for manufacturing computer chips. This asset is in sharp focus right now because the semiconductor sector is seeing massive macroeconomic shifts, leaving crypto investors split on whether this tokenized asset is offering a premier institutional discount or if it is a highly dangerous liquidity trap. Before we break down whether this token is a massive buy or a dangerous mistake, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment below with your current strategy. Seriously, leave a comment right now, it helps the algorithm tremendously. Let's look closely at the technical analysis because the charts tell a very specific story. We are seeing a distinct, prolonged downward trend line that has suppressed the price for months, heavily mirroring the traditional equity markets. Every single time the price attempts to rally, it hits a heavy wall of resistance and gets pushed right back down. While the flat 24-hour performance shows a brief moment of consolidation, the overall macro momentum is still incredibly weak. The key support levels are being tested repeatedly, and if those levels snap, there is very little historical price action on the blockchain to stop a deeper free fall. Short-term strength is entirely non-existent today, and the macro weakness is still dominating the asset. If you look at the algorithmic trading signals and technical analyst sentiment, the consensus is leaning heavily toward a sell or strong sell. The negative signals are piling up on the higher time frames, and the short-term outlook suggests that this flatline stagnation might just be the quiet before the storm before another major leg down. This brings us to the ultimate crypto debate. Is ACLSon criminally undervalued, or is it a classic value trap? The bulls argue that because the market cap rank is sitting around number 3700, any sudden recovery in the broader chip-making sector or a surge in real-world asset tokenization popularity could cause the price to multiply rapidly from these levels. But the bears argue this is a trap designed to lock in retail capital. The downside risks here are massive. Tokenized equities like ACLSon suffer from unique risks, including smart contract vulnerabilities, cross-market liquidity gaps, and regulatory friction, meaning retail traders often get trapped because they buy in during a hype cycle and find themselves unable to exit their positions efficiently during off-market hours. If we look at the bull case, a best-case recovery scenario requires a massive surge in underlying semiconductor demand, a macro tech stock rally, and broader institutional adoption of Ondo's tokenized ecosystem. The bear case, which is the worst case scenario, shows a painful continuation lower where the tokenized stock slowly bleeds out liquidity and follows the traditional equity counterpart into new multi-year lows. In the short term, expect choppy, highly stagnant price action dictated heavily by real-world stock market hours. In the long term, its survival depends entirely on whether real-world assets can prove they are a viable asset class or just a passing blockchain gimmick. So, is this flat price action the quiet accumulation phase before a legendary reversal, or are you just watching the slow liquidation of a dying tokenized stock?